Okay. Yes? No. It is in English. No. Okay. Thank you. We will start with Jürgen Geril. Okay, Jürgen, you can start with questions for Roberto Martínez.
Yes, hello, Coach. Do you hear me?
Hello, Jürgen. Yes.
Yes. How's the situation of the injured players? Jan Vertongen is capable to play. Is still capable to start the game? How is the situation?
Well, the only situation we have in terms of injured players is Timothy Castagne. As you know, after the collision that he had in the game against Russia, he had a very successful operation yesterday and is looking forward to be released from hospital, maybe tonight or maybe tomorrow morning. But it's been a real successful intervention, and we wish him a quick recovery from all his team from here. Then every other player, the 25, are available and fit for selection for tomorrow.
Okay. Christoph Franken.
Roberto, Mr. Ullman just...
Christoph?
We lost him.
There he is again. Okay, Christoph.
Voilà. Mr. Ullman just before said lovely things about you. He said Belgium is the only team in the Euro who is like a club because the players know a lot. Do you agree that?
Yes. Yeah, I think obviously that's been a real focus of ours to try to create a little bit of a different relationship between the federation and the players. I do feel that Belgium, we cannot afford to lose one single talent. We got 11 million population. We need to create a feed or a feeling almost as a club, where the players know each other, where the players have a big role in developing the next generation, where there is an interaction with the younger players, and we create a real highly competitive environment, but a very close one. And that's been always my intention in the last 5 years, to create that always that short-term vision and trying to win the game that we prepare for, but having that long-term vision of developing all the talent to be able to maintain the level of this generation. And I think that's the feeling that you get at the moment, that when you're in the national team is almost a club-level feeling.
Okay, merci. We go to Peter van den Bemt. Peter?
Roberto?
Ja, het lukt.
Can you hear
Zowaar.
Yeah. It was actually a raised hand for the press conference of Romelu Lukaku, but I'll ask a question to you as well. Do you think your players will be influenced by the 10-minute applause that is announced for Eriksen and by the fact that they were close to him? Do they have been specially prepared for that event?
Well, as you can imagine, Peter, I think the uncertainty that we had when the incident happened, that was a real tough moment. A tough moment for any player that he was watching the game, a tough moment for players that they've been sharing dressing rooms with Christian. And then from that point on, once you get the good news that Christian reacted positively, that he was talking, that he was in hospital, now it's almost a celebration. We need to celebrate the quick action from the doctors to make it such a speedy reaction, and you can have a full capacity crowd. This is about a celebration in football and for Christian. But after that, it's a game to be played. It's an important game for both national teams. And in that way, every single player that is going to be in that pitch will know the importance and what's at stake. And that focus will be swift quite quickly. But everything should be a big celebration and a big message from everyone in the Belgium FA, our fans, the Red Devil fans, every player and every staff member. All we want is a clear message that we need Christian Eriksen on the pitch, that we need him healthy, and that quick recovery will make us all better.
Okay.
Can I ask one more question, Steve?
Yes, you can.
Yes. Yeah. In 3 years ago, when the final game against England came, there was a bit of calculation which was the best path to follow to the final. Will that be the case as well if Belgium qualifies tomorrow against Denmark? Perspective of the game of Finland, you think?
No, I think we need to learn from our own path. We decided that the best path was to prepare the team in the best possible manner. And if you're not perfect in what you do, if you're not fulfilling your potential, it's just a matter of time that you're going to find an opposition that is going to beat you. We're not here to try to progress. We're here to try to go all the way if we can. And that means that we need to look at ourselves, try to get the 25 players fully ready, because as you know, there are a few players that they still not match fit for 90 minutes, and that's part of the process. If we want to be competitive until the end, we need to be able to use these 2 games to make us as strong as we can, and not looking at the possible opponents or possible path. Is only looking inside and see how we can be fully prepared for whatever comes our way.
Okay, thanks Peter. Ludo van der Wallen.
Hello, Roberto.
Hi, Ludo.
What is the difference between the game against Russia and the game against Denmark? What do you have to improve?
Well, the difference is the goal-scoring threat of this Danish team is completely different than Russia. And Russia, we knew that they were very dynamic, but the main focal point, as you know, is a target man. And then you got a lot of runners from midfield. This Danish side will be completely different. They like to play internally. They got 3 attacking players with a lot of penetrating runs. And overall, they are more patient with their build-up. And as a team, they're completely different. They're going to press high. They're going to play eye to eye. They're going to make it a really open game. At times, there'll be a lot of 1v1 situations all over the pitch. So the nature of the game will be completely different. And both teams know each other well because we faced each other 2 games in the Nations League. So there are no secrets or surprises, but it will be a very different type of goal-scoring threat that the Danish team will bring.
Okay.
What do you have to improve after Russia?
The improvement in international football is always synchronization between players. When we are at international level, we lack in that time on the pitch. We can be very clear on the concepts and what we want to do, but the execution of those needs synchronization. And for us, our measurement is that to become better from the Russia game is that we are more synchronized, that we can be reacting from each other's movement, that we look like that we almost need less time to execute decisions, because we're starting to expect what the other players are going to do. And that's the synchronization that you need in international football. And if you ask me what we need to get better, is exactly on that we can see that the 90 minutes the other night has made us a better team.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Ludo. We go to Frédéric Bleus, L'Avenir. Fred?
Yeah, hello, coach. Do you hear me?
Yes, well and loud.
Okay. Is Jan Vertonghen ready to begin tomorrow, or is it a moment for Thomas Vermaelen?
At the moment, Jan is expected to train, and probably that decision will be made after training. I feel that he can train now, and then if he has no reaction to the training session, he'll be available for tomorrow.
Okay, Fred. Frederick from BT Sports. Hello.
Hello, do you hear me?
Yes, we do.
Yes. Roberto, so first of all, I would like to know if you are going to mark what happened with Christian Eriksen in any way. I mean, we have seen teams having shirts before the games, for example. And the other question was actually for Romelu earlier. Do you know if he has had the possibility to visit him at the hospital that is just next to the stadium? Thank you.
Yes, obviously, as a team, there is a real intention just to show our wishes and thoughts to Christian. and from that the players will prepare that side. And I believe that Romelu was in touch via phone, and obviously it's a real advice to try to allow Christian to have his own time and stay with the family and recover. But our message is football is not the same if Christian Eriksen is not on the football pitch, and all we want is for a full recovery and see Christian very, very soon on the Danish team and for Inter Milan, and everyone in Belgium is joining into those wishes.
Okay.
But will you mark it in any special way?
The players will make some sort of a gesture at the beginning of the game.
Thank you. Last
you very
one
much.
is for Christophe Lieberlo. Christophe?
Hi, Coach.
Yeah.
Hello, Christophe.
Good evening. Kevin De Bruyne, he made the trip to Copenhagen, so that means that he's match fit. Will he get some minutes also, or will the training tonight be decisive on that matter?
No. The program is very clear for Kevin De Bruyne. Is medically fit. He's got the green light to be in a match situation. Obviously, now is the question of seeing how long Kevin can play and how we can use the 2 games that we have in 5 days to try to bring him to the 90 minutes. I'm really pleased with the progress that he's making. Every day makes a big difference. And I could add that Axel Witsel is in the same situation and a little bit different because Eden has already been involved in the friendly against Croatia and the game against Russia. But I think every player follows an individual program to try to get every player up to the speed of the 90 minutes match fitness with the 2 games that we have ahead.
Okay, Christophe.
Thank you.
That's it for tonight.
Thanks. Yep.
Thank you. Thanks,
you.
Coach. Thanks all.
Thank you, Stefan.
Thank you, everyone.
Gedaan.